Back to Falcon Update live on YBTV. I am joined by Haley Mong from the Agape Center. How are you this evening, Haley?
Hi, I'm good, JC.
That's good to hear. So for those who may not know on campus, can you explain what the Agape Center is?
Yeah, sure. So the Agape Center is the service learning center on campus. Sorry, I wanted to say Canvas because we look at that every day. But yes, on campus, we have the service learning center. So what we're trying to do is get students connected to the community so they can have some service opportunities, they can volunteer, and so it's definitely looking a lot different this year. We've had more community partners in the past, but now with different COVID restrictions, we have a few less partners, but that's not really stopping us from getting students out there volunteering and serving. So we're still able to really just get students connected with the community.
That's awesome. Can you explain a little bit about what your role is in the Agape Center?
Yeah, so my specific role is a community outreach coordinator.
Okay.
So it's pretty much in the title. You know, I work with Salvation Army in particular, so that's my community partner. And so I'm coordinating between the Agape Center, between Messiah students, and then between Salvation Army as well, just so we can work out different dates to get students over there to volunteer and just continue the partnership with them.
Awesome. So do you specifically focus on Salvation Army, or do you coordinate throughout the year with like other organizations?
Yeah. So everybody who works at the Agape Center, well, I should say most people, we are engaged with only one community partner, and so I am specific to Salvation Army after school program. And so, yeah, we all have our specific programs that we focus on so we can give them like our full attention and get as many students there as possible.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I know you mentioned like with COVID, everything's a little different. What service opportunities can students still do this semester?
Yeah, so with Salvation Army, after school, we're still running, we're still doing our program. It's looking a little different for me just because it's not really after school anymore, because a lot of Harrisburg school districts are closed down. We do more of a day program, and so we're still able to bring volunteers to help tutor the kids on their Zoom classes and take them out to recess and stuff. So that's really good. And I know some other programs are doing similar things with kids. Some people are working with homeless shelters. So we still have a variety going on.
Oh, that's so awesome that you're still able to do that even though COVID's happening. So I saw a little bit wording this. I saw something about human rights awareness on the website as part of Agape Center. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Sure, yeah. So as I had mentioned, some people who work at Agape are community outreach coordinators, and then some people work with our program called HRA, which is Human Rights Awareness. And so really the goal with that is also in the name, we're just bringing awareness to human rights. We're bringing awareness, particularly in this season, to voting. And so we just had a program yesterday to help get students aware of voting. What is the word I'm looking for? Yes. We're just helping students to just really be aware of the society around them, the world around them, just to create a dialogue and just to set up events where students can take some more action. Yeah.
Awesome. So since Service Day, obviously with COVID things are a little different now, but can you sort of explain for first years who may not know what Service Day is, because that's your big thing that you do through the Agape Center. So explain a little bit what that is, and also what's going to happen this year instead of Service Day, or if you're still doing Service Day, what that will look like.
Yeah. So Agape Center is really geared towards taking students off campus to do service and have opportunities that are off campus, right? So for Service Day, we're bringing that service here to campus and allowing students to get involved with I'm forgetting the name of it. There's a program where students with special needs will come and do Special Olympics. And so we get all of the freshmen involved with that. So they'll be paired with a buddy and then help them through a Special Olympics type day. And so this year, it's very unclear. I know a lot of things are very unclear in this time, so we're not sure yet if Service Day is happening or what that's going to look like. But in years past, since it's been outside and we've gotten all of the freshmen and other students who want to get involved to just be there, we're hoping that we can maintain the outside space and still hopefully do a similar Special Olympics event or maybe even something new.
Awesome. I know you touched upon it a little bit, just some of the things that the Agape Center is currently doing. And I know you said that it's a little unclear right now, but what are you planning for the future, if you know?
Yeah, like the Agape Center as a whole.
Yeah, as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great question. So in the beginning of the semester, we held our ice cream social event, which we do at the beginning of every semester. And really that's just to like get our faces out there, get our programs out there, so students know what's available to do. And so even though that's the kickoff event, that really is what we're doing the entire semester. So we always encourage students to just walk into the Agape Center. There's always somebody there at the desk who can help you out and answer your questions. Yeah, so I would say if you're interested in getting involved, the best thing to do would just walk into the Agape Center. Like I said, someone's always there. And so, yeah, with COVID restrictions, there's not a ton of close events, I guess, that we would do. But anything that's outside and community engaged or service related, we're still like getting creative with that kind of thing. And yeah, keep your ears out. We might post an email now and again for an event, but yeah.
Awesome. So you said stopping into the Agape Center. Just for
Yeah.
any first years who may not know, can you explain where the Agape Center is on campus?
Yeah, so it's right next to the Engel Center. So if you've been sick before, or hopefully not, but if you've been quarantined, you've definitely been to the Engel Center. So it's right next to that, right in front of Jordan Klein. So it's pretty central to campus. And when we think of Agape, we think like heart, love. And so it really does feel like the heart of campus just because it's right there in the center. And it's service learning and showing love to people. So it's a really good way to remember it, right there in the center.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way whenever I walk by. That's awesome. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. But thank you again, Haley, for coming on our show and talking about such an awesome outreach program on campus.
Yeah, of course.
And for Fall Calendar, Brian Schermeyer and our other fantastic reporters, I'm JC Seltzer. Have a great night, and we see you back here next week.